Hello and welcome to KMVC's News. I'm Chardonnay Parker. As another new school year begins on campus, Missouri Valley welcomes back its athletes with a new piece of home turf. The Walker C. Fletcher Athletic Complex is the newest addition to Valley's campus and housing a multitude of brand new facilities for the Vikings to use. KMVC's Nick Fields reports one of the facilities is getting a great deal of use in the new weight room.
Head strength and conditioning coach David Edwards now has a new facility to train Missouri Valley's athletes. The new weight room has been built with a lot of new equipment that Valley previously did not have the opportunity to use.
32 racks out there. I have 6 GHRs brand new. I have 2 hip sleds, it's actually a leg press and a hack squat combination. A bunch of new benches, brand new box squats, something that I didn't have at all in the old facility. A ton of weight. 4 sets of dumbbells, up to 100, 2 sets of kettlebells. I have 7 cable attachments out there, and a bunch of boxes, foam boxes that they've never had here as well, so able to do a lot of different things.
Building of the new weight room took about 9 months from first groundbreaking till completion, but the outcome was worth the wait, as according to Coach Edwards, there are several benefits for Valley athletes other than just being able to use new equipment.
Coach Wilson and I will be able to fit more teams in without having to extend our day. So teams are going to get better quality training from us. But this allows us to fit multiple sports in at one time, giving us a chance to really go all in every single time we train a team.
With Coach Edwards being at the helm of training Missouri Valley's athletes, he was given the ability to help in the process of designing the new weight room to build Valley's athletes ready for competition. Nick Fields, KMVC News.
The new weight room is just one part of the 28,000 square foot facility, which also features a wrestling room, coach's office, new locker rooms, and a new training room, as KMVC's Crystal Adams reports on the benefits for both staff and students in our coverage of the Fletcher C complex.
The new Fletcher building officially opened to students this year. In a pursuit to seek more amenities for students, the new building comes with a wrestling room, a weight room, and a new athletic training room.
The main thing I really like is the fact that it's more open than the other one. The other one's kind of boxed off. It's kind of mishmash and all that. But this one's fully one room, basically. And so it seems like you have a lot more space, and so you're able to do things versus sending people to the hallway. I can actually have them do things side to side in here because it's long enough, because it's open.
The Missouri Valley College Athletic Training Room is originally in the Burns facility. The room would stay so busy during the day that students would overflow into the hallways. Now, students have space to spread out.
This makes it possible to where I can utilize these space and see what they're doing, so I can correct form and make sure that everyone's doing what they're supposed to be doing properly.
With space to spread out also means students can receive more attentive care by the athletic trainers.
Things a little more hectic. I think things are smoothed out and everything's just going to run a lot more smoothly. You're going to have the hassle of people just coming in at once as they start to learn about the new building.
This room is going to help the trainers be able to aid and give treatment to students more quickly and efficiently while having the luxury of newer equipment. I am Crystal Adams, KMVC News.
While the Fletcher complex is the new home of the football and wrestling teams' locker rooms, the men's and women's soccer teams and the men's and women's lacrosse teams are getting their own locker rooms inside the new facility. However, other teams are seeing changes to their old homes. For many student athletes here at Missouri Valley College, locker rooms are more than just a place to change, shower, or just store gear. Some athletes might even call it their safe haven.
Place to come, a comfort zone before our game day. Come in here, get the game plan, talk to one another, have camaraderie with one another.
In 1997, the Burns Athletic Complex was built. Since then, athletic teams all over campus have been sharing locker rooms in that building. Since the 2017-2018 school year, there was a total of 13 sports sharing a total of 4 different locker rooms. This summer, building the new Walker C. Fletcher Athletic Complex, which also houses 6 new locker rooms. The new locker rooms allowed different teams to make new renovations also to the Burns Athletic Complex.
To me, this means just kind of a new fresh start for us and starting a new tradition, and we're all about family. Phase 2 of the locker room renovations, getting wet lockers on this side for the women's basketball team.
As the coaches and players prepare and begin their seasons, they show you how a little change can go a long way. Renovations include a wall divider between sections in the locker room to close off the team areas, and adding a new door with the code that only players and coaches have. Missouri Valley College is taking steps to help its students that have food insecurities. KMVC's Scott Beasley reports on the creation of a food pantry and how students can use it.
The Missouri Valley College Student Affairs Office has opened up a new service called the Thor's Pantry. Thor's Pantry is where students can sign up with an email to the Student Affairs Office where they can get free food. Thor's Pantry is built to help students that are hungry on campus.
Food pantry's put in place because there's a lot of reports and there's a growing number or a growing population that is experiencing food insecurities that are at colleges across the United States. You can go to the website, which is under the Student Affairs page on the Missouri Valley College website, and you have to fill out a time or request a time to go. So we try to make it very personal. It's not going to be to stand at the door, get a big line, and one person goes, next person goes. It's going to be something where you have to schedule an appointment, and then you'll go largely by yourself to protect the identity. Some people don't want to show that they potentially have food insecurities.
If students are hungry, they can go down to the Student Affairs Office, send an email, or also just make an appointment. Scott Beasley, KMVC News.
A wrestler from Missouri Valley is traveling to the Middle East to compete in the United World Wrestling Championship. KMVC's Anna Babiak reports on his preparation for this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Elias Vawifi is traveling to Nur-Sultan, Kazakhstan to represent Samoa in the World Championship for Wrestling. He has been training for this event since late March, and inspiration is his fuel.
My biggest inspiration for wrestling is definitely just my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, and, performing for Him and glorifying Him and doing everything I can to make the message about Him bigger.
Associate head men's wrestling coach Pat Giangrasso and Samoan wrestling coach Shane Reichard are traveling with Vawifi to Nur-Sultan.
He looks at the wrestling end of it, through a different eye than most people do. Like, he really thinks about how I'm doing moves and why I'm doing it.
Head men's wrestling coach Mike Mockles describes Vawifi as an intellectual person who operates at a high level both academically and athletically. Mockles has high hopes for Vawifi and looks forward to seeing his progress this season. Anna Babiak, KMVC News.
Vawifi was ranked 4th last season, and his coaches predict that he has a good chance of ranking even higher in this upcoming season. And Missouri Valley's esports team is in its second year of competition, as KMVC's Alonzo Williams reports on what the team's new head coach is bringing to the way the team functions.
Gaming, a way to compete with intense strategy and teamwork while keeping the fun of video games intact. Missouri Valley's esports team looks a little different this year, adding a new coach and a new game. However, these changes could be for the better.
We've added a few new games to the program, mainly Hearthstone, and we have lower numbers than last year, but I believe our skill level's gone up, and we're focusing on grades a lot this year.
And as for team goals, they go deeper than the game.
Our common goal is to win with character. That's our goal every year, as long as I'm here, to win with character, build strong bonds, and at the end of the day, win.
Another new game added this year is Fortnite. With it being one of the greatest household games, Could that help in competition?
It basically allows you to apply strategy and different aspects to making decisions during the game, because really Fortnite's more of a situational game. It's like any other shooter where you gotta play smart, play angles, and stick to strategy, because strategy is what wins the game. So
For the esports team, a new journey awaits. Alonzo Williams, KMVC News.
This is the first year of collegiate competition in Fortnite. Valley's esports competitions were primarily League of Legends and Rocket League a year ago. The Vikings' first esports tournament title came in March, playing Rocket League. Missouri Valley College says its smaller class sizes are one of the benefits of attendance because students can build a relationship with their professors, and communication between students and instructors is very important. KMVC's Ruel Sakamoto reports Missouri Valley's somatic teacher takes that relationship very seriously.
It is a challenge for students and teachers to communicate each other well, especially for new students and also new teachers. Missouri Valley College ceramics teachers explain the importance of the relationships with the students.
You know, after having taught for a few years at middle school, I know that when I left, I was a better teacher than when I started, because I learned something every time I presented material. I learned how to do it better. Same with when I went to high school. So I would like to stay here long enough to grow as a teacher and to communicate with the students and see them succeed.
Ceramics faculty Brad Bickle says he wants to help students to love the arts.
If they already love the arts, I hope that I'm helping them to see something in a different way, or to learn something new, or just to find something in general that they can take and kind of form their own perspective of the world. I think the most exciting thing about teaching is forming relationships with the students, getting to know them, getting to see their work, getting to see how the students progress. I think that's one of the most exciting things about teaching, is just forming those bonds and those connections with the students.
Connection between students and teachers are key to succeed for both. Ruel Sakamoto, KMVC News.
The Missouri Valley College Fine Arts Department is traveling to Scotland in 2020 to a fringe festival. KMVC's Erica Moreno reports students are excited to do things they haven't done before.
The Missouri Valley College Fine Arts Department will be flying to Scotland in August of 2020. Teachers are encouraging their students to go to this festival because they will get a lot of new experiences and will have the opportunity to perform something that is entirely created by them only.
The whole process is good for the students because they are creating a piece of art, and it's going to be performed as performance art, theater, dance, music. It'll be performed on campus, and then having the experience of touring something and touring something overseas, and then being able to perform it for a world audience.
They will have the advantage to create this in the classroom as they find what it means to be an artist to themselves.
I hope I just bring back experience of the whole thing. Like, it's not a lot of times where you get to go out of country to go perform and do something that I've never even done before. I don't even dance. So this is going to be a whole new experience for me. So I'm just hoping to bring back, just newfound knowledge.
This is Erica Moreno, KMVC News.
Miller is a freshman, and he says he and the other students traveling to Scotland are excited for what is to come. That is KMVC News for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Chardonnay Parker.